F900R Oil Change. What do you need to do this? You need a T50 Torx. You need a 5mm Allen with a little bit of length to it. This length here. I'll show you why in a second. Oil filter wrench. This one happens to be 7614, meaning 76mm diameter and 14 flutes, or flat edges, if you will. You need an oil filter. So for BMW, the oil filter, there's the part number. You need the crush washer, they call it seal ring here, and you need the 5W40 Advantech Ultimate, made by BMW. And the ISA screw has nothing to do with this. This is something else. So what do you do first? So the oil change is already done, but I'll just point out to you what to do. It's pretty straightforward. So you're gonna put your T50 up here on the primary drain bolt. You're gonna release that, and about 70% of the oil is gonna come out. Then underneath that, there's a secondary drain plug, and that's where your Allen comes in handy. So this is going to be removed, your primary, and you stick your 5mm Allen up in there, and it's probably about 2 centimeters in, maybe half an inch, something like that. And you're just gonna loosen that off, and the primary drain bolt's gonna, or secondary drain bolt's gonna come out as well. And then you're gonna get, the rest of, I don't know, maybe another liter out. I didn't measure how much, but it's a significant amount comes out. Also on this primary drain bolt here, there's a crush washer under there, and you're going to replace it with that crush washer I showed you on the page, with the new one. When you torque this back up, you're going to do the secondary with the Allen to 7 foot-pounds and the T50 to 18 foot-pounds. So you need a torque wrench for that. So I've got one of those here. You'll need one as well. For the oil filter, so you're going to do the primary, the secondary drain bolt, and then the oil filter. Just going to slide it on there and counterclockwise and spin it off. When you put it back on, when you put your new oil filter on, just put a little bit of oil around the rubber seal that pushes against, that screws on against the engine, and tighten it up hand tight, and then give it a quarter turn until it feels good, and then slide it off. That's it. This square here is just 3/8. You just put your 3/8 drive on the end of that and tighten it up. What else? So once you've got your filter and your 2 drain bolts all back on, you're gonna come over here and fill it up through the oil fill port here. And BMW, they've got this black measuring stick, which is hard to see, but nonetheless, this is at about half. Now the bike's been off for a bit now. The way BMW measures is, once you get it up to operating temperature, which for me was somewhere between 85 to 90 degrees centigrade, you stop the bike and you put it up on its center stand, and then you measure it like this. You don't screw it in, you just measure it like that and pull it out and see where it's at. So mine was about halfway right up the middle, halfway between the min and the max bar on here. So that's what you want, somewhere between the min and the max, obviously. And that's pretty well it. The only other thing you have to do is reset the maintenance binder or service interval on the TFT, or the display, which you can't do easily. You have to do it with, I think it's a GS911 or a MotoScan. So I've got a MotoScan, so I'll show you how to do that on another video. But that's it. Pretty straightforward, pretty easy. You can do it as well.